Hello everybody, how's it going? This is Crazylicious. Welcome back. I haven't played Call of Duty for a while because, oh, it's been frying my brain. So from that you can see, I need a little break. And I started to take a break with Skylines. I've played a little bit and I think I might have just mastered the game. Almost, maybe. Decided to get all the DLC with it as well because why not? You know what I mean? I wanted to enjoy the whole game and I really do like playing the game. So yeah, we're gonna get started. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We're gonna go through some basic stuff and hopefully we can get our city to a Megaopolis, which I haven't done because every time I start a new city I get to about 10,000, 20,000 people and I think, nah, this ain't it, this ain't it. So hopefully this is it. I thought I'd record it so this way I can't really back out because people will be like, hey, what happened to your city? But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. See, we're not using the, yeah, I don't want that on. I have had trauma because of this. Um, Dynamic weather, don't really care. Nighttime, it just makes it hard to see. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything in terms of mods or cheats. I don't know why 25 tiles is a cheat though, but anyway, doesn't matter. First thing you want to do is pause your game. Once you pause your game, the main thing about this isn't growing your population or making it look really nice. It's about planning. Planning is the most important thing. So once you go here, we can go into our resources and what natural resources are around us. We go here, we can see there's a bit of oil in the distance over there. There's agriculture over here. Um, there's forestry, but you can start a forestry industry anywhere. It doesn't matter. You just gotta plant a bunch of trees. Um, this is quite far away from the highway or motorway. So it's quite good if you have lots and lots of stuff here, and then when you upgrade or buy another tile, you don't really have to faff around with all the stuff over there, and it makes it really easy to sort of just tear it all out and make something new. So we're going to get started here. First thing you want to do, keep it very cheap, is build a road, because we'll use $10 now. Don't worry about that, because now we have one-way roads. And what we're going to do with these one-way roads is this. Okay, so we're gonna over here, yeah. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is actually make a little cross, and I think that is about the middle. And okay, we need to turn on the angle so it keeps us at a good right angle. I think that's good enough, and then we're gonna, I don't know if I want to make this really big now, but this is gonna be our first sort of entrance into our city, so I think there is no problem in doing that. And then what we can do, big cross like this, perfect. And then we can go over into the one-way roads and turn on curved all the way here, bang, look at that perfect circle we're going to get now. The most important thing in this is the road layout, because I could have just very well just connected these two roads up and done one this way and then done one this way and then done one that way, but what happens with that is you just get loads of traffic halfway through the game and no one can actually then you get lots of problems with traffic. Traffic's a really big problem in this game if you don't plan ahead for it. So I'll just put that there, and then we can go change direction, switch the direction over like that, which is good. That's what we want. Yeah, straight in and out, go in, go out, perfect. And then what we're going to do now is how I like to do it, medium road, sorry. Make sure we go back onto straight, and that's about a good unit off. And then this is a good, yep, whole block off. Then what we can do is go higher, and I've set it to where it makes it a lot like so. So you can elevate your road slightly higher than you can, so it'll be like a lot more smaller increments than what you've seen there. But this way I just need to press it once and I'm at the perfect height. So what I'll do is, yep, looks about good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And go back into our one-way roads and we add them on. Now we can do this straight again, back into freeform. I like to have them curved, but a lot of the time it doesn't work. Oh, okay. Find that happening to you, you can just go here, change it to 5 degrees. Then it won't be as much of a like really big. It won't jump them out so much, which is what I'm trying to say. What are we at? 55. It doesn't have to be perfect, because you can always rip it all out and change it later. This stuff. But what I'll do is, just for simplicity's sake and to also save money, I'll just keep it simple and just get it done. Okay. That's it, so you go here, you go around, round, round. That's great. Oh, see that? Now we got to change direction here. That's going out, and we need to change it so it's going around this way. Change these two as well. Change that, and change that. Great. Nope, move the last one. And then how we're going to zone is what I like to do is, so if we go back into this, I want to make this sort of a farming area. So what I'll do is instead of making it our farming area straight away, because we haven't unlocked it yet, we need to get a bit more population. So it's a bit too long. I don't want to spend too much money this early in the game, because then it does become quite difficult. Don't worry about money. Hopefully, see, even here, I don't really want to go into here because I want to use sort of this bit as a high-end residential area, because the water will give us higher value. So we go right around here, and I think if we come out that much, and then we go into the curve. Well, actually, I think 3-4 might be better. If we just go here. That's a good amount. Yep. Then we could do it completely straight. To about, I think, it should be alright. Now we are going to be using strictly dirt roads. Build it over here, and this will be our little industrial section. This way we're going to build it. And then I just like to do blocks, because yeah, blocks is the way. I'll miss that bit out just so not interfere. We're going to change all this up anyway once we get lots of money and a good amount of what's it called? People. Yes, that's what we want. A good amount of people. Oh, is that? Oh, it is. Yeah, that's yeah. 4x4. What I want. Okay, now we've got to get into the real stuff, and that is we've got to build a. I think I forgot which way is water flowing. Water's flowing out that way towards there, so we're gonna put our water drain pipe over here, and we'll just do a water pump. We'll connect these two up like so, and I want to make a big water pipe here all the way. I think we'll keep it to here because I'm not gonna add any stuff over here. It's mainly gonna be in and around like this area. We're gonna have a few houses. We're gonna build a grid out, and yeah. Once we've done that, okay, we need to just like going along the roads, easiest way. Now what you can do is come over here, and then when you hit about, let me, okay, about 440 or 460 is the one. Is where you want to be at. Even here, get to about. I like 440 because it's a little bit safer because you have an overlap. Whereas if you see where I've done here with the 460, it leaves a little gap. And yeah, now we get into our electricity. I will keep over here near here because if we put it here, the ground pollution is going to affect the water pump here, and then all our people will die. Okay, so that's connected to that, and then we can add some power lines this way, and then the biggest expense is going to be all the way down over the highway, and then I'll just keep it here for now, and then we'll see how we do the roads, because I like a little bit of I've grown bored because I could have just done the exact same on this side that I did with the industrial, but just add houses in. But I don't really like doing that anymore. I like to make it a little bit different. So tell you what we can do is, just so we get a few extra blocks, we don't worry about curving the road down as much for now. We can just add a road around about here. I think yeah, that's a good place to put it. So what we want to do is we want to come out. My one is alright on the first one, but on the second one I like to come out to like a whole block and then add an extra one. So there's a little space in the middle. And that space in the middle, that's gonna be putting in some footpaths. Footpaths are really important if you don't want a high amount of traffic, which is something we don't want. Now you can see that this is snapping really weird because it's snapping from this road guideline. Can you see this line? So what we can do is go here and turn off snapping to road guidelines, and then when we do this, it doesn't matter where the other roads are, it won't interfere with us putting down these roads. Let's go back here again, and then one by, keep going. And what I like to do is add roads in. That'll be 4x4, that'll be 4x4, or 8x8, sorry, both sides. So then 1 2 3 4 on this side, 1 2 3 4 on that side, and then we have our paths in the middle, but you won't show it because these roads enable zoning. And then what we can do is we can start zoning our first buildings in. And then there's a bucket fill, there's a large paintbrush, and there's a medium paintbrush, small paintbrush. I like to use a select tool, and then how you can do this is go for here. But before we do any of that, what I like to do is put in a house here, put in a house here, because I want all our houses to be 4x4, and the 4x4 houses are going to attract, well, they're going to hold the most amount of people, and that's what we want. We want as high amount of population as we can get using the least amount of space. And then what we can do is we can bring this power line over towards here, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will give us the ability to carry over the electricity. But what I want to do first is well, there's no point putting any there. We can just add a heart there. We can just add some commercial here, and then don't worry about commercial, because as long as the shops are there, I don't really care what happens with the them. So then once we've done that, we can go into our power lines again, and we can set them right here, so they'll be just next to our buildings for commercial, and then we'll give up commercial the power, and then hopefully soon we should see people moving in, and that's what we want. So just wait for these guys to move in, and what you see is, yep, the trees disappeared, and I think what we're gonna have to do is just extend it like that, because oh, see, we run into little problems like this where the electricity won't carry over because it is just barely on the line. Now we're going to pause really quick, because remember, we didn't do our pipes either, and what I'll do is I'll put one there for now, just so we can get electricity to the houses. And then we can add a road here, or a pipe, sorry. Now what I like to do is I like to go down all the way here, that's great, and to this road as well, and then I'll go down 440. I don't really care about the if they're under the road or not. And we'll come all the way back, and as you can see, we'll go out a bit further. I just want to make sure that square is covered, because for some reason sometimes when the squares aren't covered, it won't give you the money. Well, people won't have water. What we can do now that these are filled in is we can come in and fill in the rest of the houses, and we can do that on this side as well. See, we have that first shop over here, and what that will do is that will carry over the electricity to the houses. So if you come into the electricity, you can see now, instead of the electricity sort of stopping here and not being able to carry on into the blue, now because commercial buildings are here, they'll carry over the electricity, buildings will carry over the electricity. And you see lots and lots of people are moving in now, and our demand is growing higher by the second. And what we can do here is again 4x4, and we repeat this pattern. Then, because our demand is so high, by the time we've done these 4, we can go back here. Oh, we can't, not yet. It's alright though, we can do this box here. Do this box here, and we can actually finish off that row. We can. I want to make sure I get all of it. Don't want any 3x3s coming in. No, let me do that because of that stupid tree. But that tree is gonna go soon once someone moves in. Okay, so now we've got houses. And I don't think that was a 4x4. So yeah. Now we just wait. Now we can see we've got in the bottom right hand corner a lot of industrial demand, and I'm just gonna add a row or a block of industry right over here. That's it, we should be on our way soon to meeting our first milestone of 220 people. You can see we're at 237 now. I'm sure once we add a few more houses, will be good in that respect. And then what I also want to do is, what I want really and truly is the road here. Okay, so we're gonna have a fourth exit obviously, now we only have 3. So I want the road here to sort of come like this and just go all the way down. Nice and simple, just go all the way down. And then that's gonna be like our sort of big collector road that we're just using to get people everywhere, and everyone will come on that road and we'll have roundabouts everywhere. So yeah, there will be never anything directly zoned onto these buildings. It will always be these smaller roads that we build stuff on. These roads we want people to use to be going to and from places and not stopping on them to drop things off and stuff like that. Now you can see we're now in the minus, and yeah, what we can do to combat this is we can add another industrial zone here, and we can come back here and add houses. And don't worry, we're gonna demolish all of these very soon. If anything, I'd rather build them here just so we can get to that 320 mark. Rather build them right here, then that way we should see people moving in slowly, and we can just add a few more shops here. And what I'll do is fill in these spots, and then I'll take away this just so there's not. Oh, look, we've reached there. Now we've unlocked taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, educational and campus areas. So we unlocked the landfill site, medical clinic, elementary school, recycling centre and community school. There's lots of differences to all of them. I will go over them. And what we can do is we can just zone this bit in here. And I said before, we don't want I don't want the entrances of these businesses to be on this road. This road I sort of want to be like the main road where just people go down. And we're going to be changing this up for a slightly bigger road sooner once we get the money for it. And we're going to turn this up to 12%. 12% is the best way. So if you see, we were at minus 299, and soon you'll see that it's just bumping right up. As more people move in, they're going to be paying. We're going to be getting more money because they're paying tax, and then because we raise the tax 12%, they're going to be. Let me show you what happens when we raise it above. Well, actually, I won't do that right now. I'll do that when we need a little bit more money. But you can see now we're sort of breaking even, and now we're actually earning money rather than losing it. And that's what we always want to do. We want to be earning money. Now, once you're at this stage, you can just sort of see what you need. So here we see these people have little icons, and it's saying we don't have enough workers. And what that means is there's not enough people in the city, which is why we have high demand for residential, or it is difficult for the workers to get there, and that's why no one's going to do them jobs, because they don't have a way to get there. So we're gonna assume it's the first one, where the person, where the where there's not actually enough people, what we can do is add a road, and I'll just go a bit crazy here because I don't want to be doing this all day. Maybe get into the fun stuff, and trust me, this isn't the fun stuff yet. So build roads. I like to have really gritty roads in my residential, especially in the especially in like the first start in little town, because eventually I want to move over to that side, and that's where this big road, that's where that's gonna go. What's this road called? Aspen Avenue. But yeah, here once that's in, we're gonna zone again. This is how I like to zone. It's very time consuming, but it works. But let's not worry about him too much. And we forgot to add water. Water. And again, we'll come down by 440 and go across. And that's it. They have water. Now, how are we for electricity? Oh, there we go. We're at 650 already now. Now we unlock our firehouse and police station. So, there's a lot of stuff to do. We need to add healthcare. We need to add schools. We need to put police station and firehouses in the relevant places, in places where it's gonna be good use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause for a second, just because we do have enough demand. Actually, I'll just fill these in, just so it fills up that last bit of demand. Now guys, the most important thing is making sure you don't have any residential demand. And that is because when you have residential demand, that means there's not enough people here to do jobs over here, and you'll find that a lot if you build out lots of industrial and then not enough. But the only demand you don't want is, wait, the only demand you don't want, yeah, so the only demand you should meet as soon as possible is your residential. That's the only one. And now you can see we've got people complaining about garbage. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a landfill site right here. That will take care of people's garbage. Always sort out water, electricity and all that stuff first. Worry about the other things later. Okay. Now they'll get their issues sorted out very soon. And what we can do is we'll add a police station. Oh, don't worry about that. That's just PlayStation voice recognition working. Now that I've said it, it won't actually work, but it'll work for police station, which is great. And we can add a fire department right here, because industrial is where you want to worry about your fire. Fires don't happen there. In your residential, they don't happen there. Healthcare, same thing. We want to put it in a spot where it's gonna affect all these guys, but it doesn't really matter. So if I put it here, it will still affect the health and improve it, but it's just, if you put it here, people are more readily have access to it. And we place healthcare there. Now we've got to put a school there, and see, we don't have enough money. And look, now our weekly income is also decreasing. So it's going to go to 637. 640 is the mark. So what we can do is I like to leave these budgets alone, but healthcare, that it can go up. That means we'll have one extra vehicle of these, so an extra police car, extra fire truck, extra ambulance, and an extra garbage truck. What that will do is give us an extra vehicle for all of them, meaning all of these will have an extra service available to them, vehicle of service, but we don't have to go and spend all the money on it. We can just increase it by 1% and it'll affect it. Okay, so now we need a school, and we don't have enough money, so what we're going to do is we'll take this loan out for $60,000. I love America. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've got the loan, we can come in here and we can add our school. But what I want to do is I want to give the school a nice little spot for itself. We can put that right here, or just bring it out by 2 blocks, and then just go here by block. I think that will be good enough for us to add school right here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. You can see when we zoom out, we have loads of space to work with. We don't need to worry, but we can see our demand for residential is still high. More people want to move in, and we're going to get onto that. But what I'm going to start doing now is sort of closing off this area, because when we go back in here, we go into our views, there is an oil field right there. So our agriculture is going to be here, farming stuff, lovely, and our oil refinery is going to be there, our oil industry. I do have the industry DLC installed. So how we're going to do this is going to stop being the industry bit around about there. I think once I fill this in, that's it, I'm done with the industry over there, and then we're going to expand and move over there, and we're going to put farmland over here. Yeah, and then we're going to do a road down here, and then we'll do another roundabout here that will connect the bottom of this to the bottom of that, and that way we'll have interconnectivity within our city. So let's get started, and I think freeform 90 degrees. Traffic's not really a problem right now. As you can see, it is flowing, and what we can also do, if you see it's not flowing, which it isn't really right now, but did I say that right? Doesn't matter. So they stop here. There is no traffic lights there, no traffic lights there. They just gotta stop when they're coming in, stop when they're coming in there, and then we don't need to worry there. And then they stop here, and then that's it. And that should flow a lot well. Wow, I love my English today. Yeah, and then we carry on.
I think we expand road. Okay, what we'll do is what I can do.
Just so we make sure it's all straight up and straight to about 2 blocks down, and go here, and then what we can do is delete that, come over here, make a road here, and then we can add a road like that. Now we are back straight. And delete that all now. As you can see, our road is getting a little expensive. And what we can do is we just go here, just go 90 degrees. Not long enough yet. And bang, great. And I know all this little lighter bit of grass is farming land, which is great. I'm gonna get ready to build out the rest of our residential area over here. So what I like to do with my residential area is and with that I can build a little park, and I really do like building parks and stuff to increase the value of the surrounding houses and stuff. Moving into the shops. I might want to add the last few bits of houses here, and we've hit 1,000 people. Now we've done the park areas, industry areas, and we've actually unlocked the industries, DLC bits, lots of fishing stuff. We haven't done much fishing. It's something I think I might experiment with, but there's lots of stuff, small playground, lots of stuff has been added, and we'll go through all of them shortly. Okay, so
now over here, what we can do is add the houses here, and here, and here. There you go. Everyone can move in, which is amazing. That's it, we're at 1,000 peoples, and we're growing. Now, we can add... Just want this person to move in so I can do it quickly, but they're not, so... Look, that one's already built a house, so we can do this little section over here, and we can do this little section over here. You can see here, it's sort of done loads of, like, small houses and stuff, but I'm at the point where I don't really care now, so, yeah. In the beginning it's important, that's why you get lots and lots of people, but for a while it doesn't really matter. In terms of shops, we can add some, well, not shops, commercial. We can add them over here for now, we'll add some more over here, and then, actually, yeah, we'll just go down the whole way.
that'll be enough. And you sort of want to keep your commercial and industrial levels at the point they are now, about halfway, so then when you want to build stuff you can actually build them. Then we're just gonna add over here as well, just a whole block, and we'll just add a whole block over here as well, and make sure we've got water, yep, and electricity will carry on. There we go, carrying on over here as well, which is lovely. Now I want to go into some of the park stuff. So if we go into our parks here, we can go into parks here, and we can make people pay for them. I don't like making people pay for a normal city park, so I'll probably use some of the assets in here, but I won't actually use the facilities and stuff like that. Maybe a completely free park for my citizens to use. Now, how we can do this is, first I want to check education. We've got our high school now, so I think what we'll do is we'll in the high school right next to the elementary school, we can put another elementary school right here, then we don't have to worry about it later. Then healthcare, we're good on healthcare, we're good on fire, and we're good on police. Okay, that's great. If anything, we can add another police station here, just so citizens feel a bit more safer, because we are reaching almost halfway through our jail capacity, and then it would have been bad. You can see we're getting loads and loads and loads of demand for residential, but it's alright, because what we can do is, so these guys here, they're not complaining about workers just yet. add a park here, and then with the park we can make a small playground, and then large playground, sorry, small park, small playground, and then we can't add that in, but we can add the small playground in, which is good. And then we can go into our landscaping. No, we don't even need to go into landscaping. We can go into our city park, and we can add these lovely, like really nice looking. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn off everything. And I'm gonna go all the way across. Okay, and that's done. Then we can add one like this. We can add a cross path into there, and then what we can do, we don't need to worry about that, but what we can do is, I think that's good enough for now. What we can do is add here we have nice lovely trees here. Now we're getting issues with our electricity, and what we can do is, can't increase the amount of electricity we're making, but what we can do, well, we can't buy another power plant to increase, but what we can do is add a wind farm, a wind turbine. We can add a few of these, and then we're getting loads of issues where we don't have enough people. Look, there's no people. What we gotta do is expand this area, and I think I'm gonna start going like this, and yeah, that's gonna be our new area. We're gonna make sure we are following the pattern we've set from before, so we can maintain having having the paths. How you say it? Paths. Oh, we don't have enough money now. It's great. How is the space already occupied? Is this because of this rock? So yeah, we've done it. Now we can add more housing. we have no issues with not having enough workers over here, which is great. There's a fire over here, and the fire engines have come and saved the day. That is a lot of land to be surrounding a house. And it doesn't even have a fence. But again, we're needing loads and loads of housing. We just need houses. That's all we need. Houses and houses and houses. And remember, this is going to be our industrial. This is going to be our big downtown area, which we're almost really close to unlocking high density, and that's when I want to get to doing the residential stuff, downtown, like city centre, you know what I mean, the high end area housing. And over here now we've unlocked a cemetery, elder care, child health centre. Now what's going to start happening is everyone's going to die, and when they die we need to bury them somewhere. And I'm thinking we can just bury them right next to there. We can put the elder care centre around the corner, hopefully. Ah. No, that's not gonna work. But if you can see the big circle, we can put it anywhere and there will be a benefit. So we can put it more on this side, because that's why we need it. And okay, what I'm gonna do is I will put this. Where should it be placed? I just put it right here, and then yeah, I think that will be good enough for that. So the childcare as well, we don't need to worry about that as much because our child mortality shouldn't be that high. But yeah, we're gonna need to start building out some more. Same thing, just keep going. Oh man, I missed it. It's alright. And do the same thing one more time. Then I think we should be alright until we unlock the high density. Which is going to be at 5,000 people. We need to double everything we have now. And a lot of this is to help out with making sure your roads are the right size and stuff. But what we'll do is we'll carry on zoning, and I'll show you guys how to get a shit ton of money.
Oh, technically, kind of. We'll see. Let me just get rid of our demand for houses. That's the main thing. Just get rid of your demand for houses. The main thing about this game is just taking your time and thinking things through. Like, how do you want your stuff? And bang. So I'll keep these as really big blocks. Or not. I'm not going to keep them as really big blocks, no. I refuse to do that. I'm going to delete everything. I'm going to add in the roads. If I don't delete everything and add in the roads, then it'll just be a bit awkward to put stuff in. Okay, and we can just add the water. Again, we're going to go down by 440. Put it in like that, and then 440 again, just so we don't have to worry about it later. We can add another block and we'll be safe. We'll be safe in terms of providing water. We can go here and we can add in the housing. And actually zoom in this, so it's so much easier to do like this. So, go down to this block. Keep adding them in, and then just watch them move in. Okay, I think now we can fill these bits in as well. Not all the way though. Not all the way here. Oh, and you can do the last bit here as well. That's great. And the last bit. We'll do this section here. Okay, so now we have decreasing demand in our
Residential. But the demand for other things is increasing because now these people that have moved in, they need jobs. They need stuff to do, things to do. There's only one park in the whole city. But that's alright, because now that we don't have any demand whatsoever, well, almost whatsoever, we can... No one's going to build there? They are building there. What about over here? We can add these bits in as well. That's really good. And then in terms of shops or commercial, we can just add them in right over here. What I'll do is I'll specifically leave space for paths and roads this time round, just so we're not displacing too many things at once. That's it, and then now I think we can finish off with road. Okay, now these guys, they don't have any electricity. And what we can do is add another wind turbine. So now you can see we're still going to be struggling. I'll say another one more. But we've added one more, and that puts us in the green. But now I'm thinking, oh, you've not got any money left now. What are you gonna do? It's all right, because what we can do into our economy, and like the great thing, I can take out a loan, but I don't want to take out the loan. I'm gonna increase taxes all the way to 29%. Not 30. I don't know why they won't go up to 30, but 29%. They also can't go below 1. 1 is the minimum. And nothing's happening now, but if you look at my income expensive, we're getting 8.3k in income and 6.3k in expenses. So we're making around about 2k. And I just see in the bottom left, the numbers are coming in. They're gonna come in like crazy. And don't worry about it. It's okay. Nothing crazy is gonna happen. You just gotta wait it out. You can see we're getting quite a bit of money, and now people will start complaining that, oh, there's too much tax and we can't afford it, and boo-hoo. But I don't care, because I need money. And this is why your government increases taxes on you. They need money. They've done something where they've run out of all the money they had, and now they need money. You can see also our demand is decreasing, and the only time you should worry about, oh, my taxes are too high, is when these symbols become red, because that's when they're really fed up with it. You can see a couple are going red now, but I think we'll wait till we're at 30k and then we'll stop it. We'll let them live in peace, not be crippled by taxes. And that's done. Okay, so now what we can do is put this back on 12%, put this back on 12%, we can put this back on 1%, and what this will do, this will give us a high influx of people that want to live there, because taxes are low for residential areas. You can see our demand is going crazy now, because people are like, oh, we're not paying so much tax anymore, we want to spend money on things. So now there's a big demand for shops and industrial, because people need jobs and people need to spend their money in places. As you can see, we are also losing money. It's alright, because we reduced all the taxes on housing income. Now what that will do is, see, we're at 5.2, now we go 4.4. It's alright, it will sort itself out. You can see the 1900 is getting smaller. It's now 1600, 1300. There we go. Back on 30k. Now what we're going to do is we will take this loan. we'll just keep everything how it is. Now what we can do is zone out our industrial area, but first thing I want to do before that is buy, I think I'll buy this block here, and I'll buy this block here. Okay, so don't worry, buying blocks won't affect your money in any way or like any demands and stuff. It just gives us space to work with. Eventually I want to buy that block, to top left block, top right block, this block, and then we should have a good 6 squares to work with. And then the last 3 squares, I don't know where I'm gonna buy. I think I might buy the top, that one there above the top left, and then maybe the bottom one here, and then that can be our city. But yeah, this one I'm gonna have as a major crazy industrial section. This will be where all the industrial stuff gets shipped out via the train and ferry, and then yeah, I think I'll put an airport over on that island there. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it. Hopefully I remember this plan. But yeah, thank you very much guys for watching. We're at a good enough stage where I think we can go forward with starting our farming industry, and I think we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you might have learned something today, and if not, I hope you just enjoyed watching this and listening to me talk about utter complete nonsense for an hour. Thank you very much guys, have a good day, bye.